Hey everybody, welcome to Consult the Blind Guy. In this episode, we're doing 10 common problems that blind and visually impaired people face on a daily basis. If you're new to the channel, welcome and thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to stay updated on the latest videos and more from this channel. To all you subscribers, thanks for coming back.
Disappointed by reality, trying to come back, start something new, build up yourself, it's all to you. Stay strong no matter what they say, you keep getting better every day. Hold your head up, never gonna stop, fierce and proud, stand up and shout. Stand my ground.
Hey everybody, today we're doing 10 problems that blind and visually impaired people face on a daily basis. Number 1, smacking your head on beams and things like staircases and low-hanging drop ceilings. Number 2 is hitting your head on low-hanging ceiling fans or lights like chandeliers, or even some of the new ones where they have the ability to adjust them so they're not just stationary. Number 3, assistive technology, cameras like goggles and stuff that still give fisheye. It seems like with all the improvements in technology in the last 20 years in high definition and everything else, that when you get a set of goggles, a camera app, or assistive technology app on your phone that uses your camera and it has some way of distorting what your camera actually sees through that app, it's a little bit frustrating and a little bit crazy that you can still have fisheye look in technology that I understand is relatively new for the goggles for us with OCR and everything like that, but it just seems a little bit weird that the quality of the cameras and screens being used in the goggles do not have the quality to them that we would expect. Just a disclaimer too, I do not own them. I have only watched review after review after review of many of these products that are coming out the last couple years, as I was interested in using them, but because of the reviews and how everybody has complained about them, I have not. However, if you are one of the companies that offer this product, I would be willing to do a product review for you and let you know what I believe is good or bad about your product and how I think it could be improved. If you would like, I would be more than willing to assist you with that. Assistive technologies that require you to read a tutorial in order to understand how to operate the application or device that you're wanting to use. Why do I complain about this? Well, because, like, for example, the Envision AI app. I downloaded it, I wanted to try it, I got 2 weeks to use it, and because it seemed a little bit more difficult than I anticipated, I wanted to do the tutorials, and unfortunately they tell you the tutorials are online. Now, if you need the app in order to read something because it's too small, it seems a little moronish, stupid, asinine to have to read something that you're supposed to be using to read. I'm sorry, but that's a little bit irritating. These devices were intended to assist us with reading, and you're going to tell us we need to read something in order to understand how to use it. It seems like it shouldn't be that hard for you to make a YouTube video, just like all the other companies are these days, to give an in-depth demonstration and understanding of these devices and applications for us to be able to understand them clearly to operate them. There is so many companies out there that do the reviews on these things and try to do tutorials, but not all those tutorials are understandable. Not all of them are in our language, and if they aren't in our language, it's subtitled and not there is no speech feature that I know of for YouTube to read the closed captioning to you if it is a foreign language. So in Vision AI, I tried it a couple times. I couldn't get the complete hang of it right off the bat like I would really like to. It is also a paid app where it's monthly, yearly, or $99 for a lifetime, but I'm not sure if that price fluctuates or not, so I can't be 100% sure. I am thinking about contacting them to see more about this app, so I might be able to use it. And I am also looking into other possible apps to use for Android, as I have heard there's only a couple of them, and Vision AI is one of them. That brings me to the next one, which is assistive software, which is only compatible on one phone type. Why is it that you make an assistive technology, but you limit it to a couple of apps for the Android, and then you've got like 4 or 5 of them for iPhone? I think those apps should be universal between both systems, not just one. The whole point of it being created was to assist people, not create deeper pockets for you. I'm just saying, iPhone, you keep saying that you're all about helping the community and stuff, and not everybody that's in the disabled community can afford a $1,000 cell phone. Not everybody can afford to spend $5, $10 a month up to $100 or whatever it is for each of these different applications to be able to use for an assistive technology on their device. Sorry, going on a little rant there. It's just a little bit irritating. I think that the whole purpose of these applications being created is supposed to be to help us and not to make them richer and richer, while we sit here still struggling to use the technology that we have available to us when they have more and will not come off of it. Number 6. Bright lights inside stores or event venues. You know, when you walk in and they've got them wonderful overhead fluorescents or halogens or whatever, and the store's all nice and bright because they got the nice white floor or just off white floor, and it about blinds you even though you're already visually impaired. It's like they want to blind you even more as soon as you walk in. That's usually when we also find them wonderful little yellow things sitting there somewhere because, you know, they blend in so well thanks to the glare and brightness. Number 7, dark restaurants. oh, is it a pain to go into a dark restaurant? Because if you're alone, then you have to depend on your cane or the waitress or waiter to get you where you're trying to go. And then you've got the idea, if you're with multiple people, then you're gonna have to depend on somebody else, or you're gonna have to be in front or behind. It just makes chaos to go into a dark restaurant or a dark event because it's that much harder to navigate. Electric cars. Why electric cars? Because have you heard how quiet them damn things are? It's like hearing a whisper. Or at least in some of the cases, I've only got to personally myself see a couple of them, and they were fairly quiet. You could still hear the tires going down the road and a slight little hum, but other than that, it's silence. Them pose a risk for us is we depend on hearing in order to avoid getting hit. Number 9. Asking a sighted person how many steps there are on a single flight of stairs when they're sitting right there with you. Sometimes they may have counted them themselves, and you could stand on that one last step and be like, okay, is this the last one? Because it feels like there's an extra bit there, but you're not quite sure. And then they tell you, oh yeah, and then you go and take a step and you stumble because you still had a step to go. Number 10. Revolving doors. Oh, what a pain a revolving door is, whether you're using a cane or not. You know, walking into one of them with a sighted guide or with your cane is a pain in the butt when you have other people going through it the same time you are, because sometimes it's really slow, and sometimes you end up getting stuck in there because people are pushing it and everything else. It's a nightmare. Thanks for watching, everyone. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you can stay updated on the latest videos and more. Check the description below so you can see the links to my other channels, as well as Facebook pages and other channels I think you might be interested. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you next time.